Okay, guys, this is an intro into thrown vertically. All these involves just basically looking at anything that is thrown straight up in the air. You can see that in this picture it's supposed to represent something that's thrown straight up in the air. Even though it's thrown straight exactly up in the air, we still say that it has this parabolic motion here, goes up and comes down. The things that we have to know about it. The first thing, at the very top, this is the height of, right here is the height of what we're dealing with. And that always is going to have a velocity of 0 meters per second. Okay, so at the height of the thrown, when they throw the object up, the very top of it will have 0 meters per second for its velocity. Now, the initial position right here, that velocity that's right there, it's going to be the same exact velocity that it's going to be coming down. So when they throw it up, if it gives you the initial velocity, you also know the final velocity that it lands. And the only thing that's different about it is this velocity at the very end will be negative. So if we start and say we throw it upward at 10 meters per second, it comes back down and the velocity right here is going to be negative 10 meters per second. The other thing you can do, remember, you can always break these problems up and chop them in half. So if you know the initial velocity is 10 meters per second, right here we know, or right here, we know that the top of it's going to be 0 meters per second. The only thing that we have to do when we do that is time. You'll cut it in half, okay, because you obviously cut the flight path in half, so you cut the time in half. So if it just wants the height, so that the very top point, you cut the time in half, and you'll have your initial, and this will be your final because it's up here. Just some information that we have to have that they assume that you know when you're working out these problems.